Hello guys, how is your trading week? How is everybody? I hope you're good. Hope you're fantastic. In this video, what we're going to be looking at is how to predict the NFP direction, right? So I was just looking at the group chat, the free discussion group chat, and someone asked me to give my analysis on the US dollar tomorrow as we have the NFP news. And I thought to myself, like, why not just teach them how to actually look about and see how they can actually predict on the coming NFP event, right? So here we are, about 5 minutes later, I'm recording this video. So yeah, if you're new to the channel, my name is Laurent. You can call me Black. Be sure to subscribe so that you'll be notified whenever we release content in the future. Okay, so first thing that you need to determine, that you need to understand about this NFP, it's the short form, first of all, for non-farm payrolls. So that means there are payrolls provided to people that are working in the non-farm sectors, right? So how do you predict the outcome of this event, right? So you can actually see in any week that there's an NFP on Friday. On Wednesday, there's another US event called the ADP non-farm employment change right here, right? So with this event, what it actually shows is the employment change in the non-farm payroll sector, okay? So how do you predict, how does this work, right? Now, if the employment change in the non-farm payroll, in the non-farm sector has increased, that means the payrolls will increase, therefore making the US dollar strong. For instance, here on Wednesday, you can see that so the non-farm employment changed from 340K right here, 340K last month, to over 568K this month. So that means the employment change has grown over 220K people, right? So that means tomorrow, when they release the non-farm payroll, obviously the payrolls will increase because the employment has increased, making the US dollar strong. So that's how you can actually predict if the non-farm payroll will actually be greater than or lower than by looking at on Wednesday, the non-farm employment change, okay? Now, switching back to the charts, like how do you apply this in the normal day-to-day charts, right? So we have seen that, for instance, the US, it will be strong, right? So we are obviously the non-farm payroll is a USD event, right? So USD. So this is what we're going to be dealing with, right? We have the USD. But what you have to realize, like in trading, it's always going to be compared against another pair, right? So let's name it XXX. I'm going to keep this video brief and short because I wasn't even actually planning on doing this. I just decided to do it. Okay, anyway, let's do this. So there are these pairs that have the USD as the base currency, right? Meaning the US dollar is starting and then another currency pair is following. For instance, USD JPY, USD CHF, USD CAD, whatever, just as long as it begins with the USD. And then we have here, the USD is the quote currency. Now, for instance, Euro USD, GBP USD, whatever. Okay, so here's what happened. If the USD becomes stronger, that means in these pairs that the base currency is strong, the USD will obviously be bullish, right? Because the US is strong. And in any pair that the US dollar is the base currency, it will cause a bullish movement. And on any pair that the US dollar is the quote currency, it will be the inverse of that. It will cause a bearish movement. This is if the USD comes out, let me look for a sticker here. If the USD comes out positive, right? Oh, I got it. Okay. What am I doing? Okay, so that's if the USD becomes positive, right? So if the USD comes positive, this is what will happen. But if the USD becomes negative, let's say the non-farm payroll become lower than expected, then in this currency pair, the US dollar will be bullish. And here, since the USD is the base currency and it has become weak, it will lose value. Therefore, it will be bearish. So that's how you can actually determine the direction, right? Based off the charts or the analysis that you can actually use on the non-farm change and which impact it will have on which currency pair that has the USD, right? So I think I should change the color of this because, okay, because red is associated with negative. So positive should be something like green. We're digging the vibe. Okay, so this is if the USD becomes negative, or if you're predicting that the USD will be negative in any pair that the US is the quote currency, it will be bullish. Whereas if it's the base currency, it will be bearish. And if the USD, you're predicting it to be positive, in any pair that the USD is the quote currency, it will be bearish. And in any pair that the USD is the base currency, it will be bullish. That's what I just wanted to get off my chest so that you guys can understand better on how to trade the NFP based off the data that you already have in the market. So without further ado, if this video has been of help to you, don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe, and hit that bell notification so that you'll be notified whenever I release future content. Till next time, guys, this was Black. Peace and love. I hope you kill the NFP tomorrow, by the way.